Hello there, everybody.
Yep.
Today's the day for the Reverso interview. Vinny's going to interview us.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right,
Hello.
I've got things spinning over here as usual. Everything's slow, but anyways, I did get some shared out there. I was going to reshare your post, Harry, to Facebook, which Facebook is almost worthless in so many ways, but it is a good connecting point. So today, this is a part of what I do in connecting voices, and even my sub name there on Facebook, and it's the interim interrupted on the network, feature focus Friday, the state of the network, and I wanted to talk to y'all about the network and what it is. As I understand it, being artists, craftsmen, musicians, small businesses, and you give a good description on what that was. I debated on how we start into this, jumping straight in, how people can get connected, or whether we would want to talk about what the network is. And I think that was kind of really, I think, the place we need to start. This does not respond. I got to shut this down. Let me come back over where I can see and talk to you. No, it's on my end. I was trying to get Facebook up. No, I'm okay.
Okay.
So hello, I see you guys over there now.
All right.
So in these times such as these that we living in, it's a whole different world, and I don't think many of us expected that we'd ever come to this state of confusion that we are in. But the state of the network is going in another direction and trying to bring people back to give power to themselves. So tell me about the network, Harry.
Okay, well, I started the network like in earnest sometime around September. I had already been back to work for a few months at that point in time, but a lot of the people I work with, and anybody who knows who I am knows where I work, though I generally shy away from mentioning it, especially on video, because legal ramifications. I don't want to get in trouble. A lot of my coworkers that I work with over the 13 years that I've been with the company were still sitting at home, not earning a paycheck, and were distraught, and were trying to do whatever they could to start up anything to bring in residual income, at least to tide them over until they came back to work. And I saw that they were basically only marketing to their Facebook friends, their contacts that they already had, and that's not how the market works. So I offered, without asking, I pretty much just built it and then said, "Hey, come here and I will help market you guys at no cost." And no cost is actually Donna's invention, the word usage. I just said free all the time, and everyone just disregarded it. And then once no cost got involved, then all of a sudden everyone's like, "Oh wait, it's no cost." Yeah. So the reality is that it was there. I built it initially to help people I knew that were starting businesses, like small internet businesses, Etsy stores, Squarespace stores, stuff like that, where they had no available market outside of their friends and family who were also out of work and didn't have disposable income, where I have friends in 6 continents. so there are people out there that have money, that are willing to spend money, that are willing to help people out for, as a mutual beneficial agreement, where yeah, I'll give you money, but give me something in exchange, a little old fashioned non-complicated capitalism. And these people, they're starting to flourish now. It takes a year. Like a conventional business, it takes like 3 to 5 years before you start making money. We have brick and mortar with all the overhead. With a digital business, you don't have that overhead. And I'm seeing some of my friends that have been at this for almost a year now start turning profits, start making enough money where they're putting money away, putting it on the side for expansion of their businesses, which is really super exciting as well. So what's the network? It's just a network to help people make connections for their businesses, make connections to businesses that they otherwise wouldn't know existed at all. And I don't have as many businesses involved in the network as I would like. I want everyone to get involved because I want everyone to make money. I want everyone to do better for themselves. You know, there's nothing. Their success is how I measure the success of the network, not my success. I'm only, 3 businesses inside the network, and all of my businesses are really niche. So it's not like I'm expecting to get very many customers out of the network. What I'm getting out of the network is I'm watching people who would otherwise be suffering not suffer. As oddly altruistic as it sounds, that's what I get out of it. Knowing that people who have children can feed their children and keep a roof over their head and keep a roof over their family's head. That's important to me, especially after last year and what's to come.
Now, some people might think, I'm not a big business and I don't have a lot, but even just starting out real small, I mean, small potatoes, right? Just getting a plant going outside in your front yard is the beginning of a garden. So this is kind of more of a shared gardening where we can all come in together and plant our own little crop there and help it bloom together. So what would you tell somebody? They don't know how to get involved with this or how to network and share. What would they need to do to get involved with the network here to be able to cross promote, to share their products, and to get a banner up? And importantly, how do people get in contact with these? And what is the next step that somebody might take to get involved?
Well, as far as if you're not part of the network, there's a Facebook group, there's a WordPress page. You can easily just join those. That's the first step. If you log into your business, if you log into your account, you can post and you can act as if you are your business, and you can like pages as your business. If you take your business, if you go to the network and you click on the little picture of your avatar on the right side of anything, you can interact as your business, and then you can like it as your business. It's one of the drop-down options under the like.
On the network Facebook page, you're saying you can do this,
right? On the network Facebook page.
Okay, so if you join, then you become part of the content creator there at that point, or administrator.
Once you join the network, well, then you have to kind of reach out to me. I can't just let every Tom, Dick, and Harry that joins the network just post across the network. I'm trying to keep it business related, not super political, because I know a lot of the people involved in the network don't necessarily agree politically, and I don't want it to be a shouting match. I've been part of enough Facebook pages and groups where everyone's free to post, and it just becomes a giant mess. As far as posting on the network, if you bring a business, I will send you a cross-promotion link. You click on the link, it'll bring you to your business's setup page. At that point, when I give you the link, I already give you the permission to cross post onto my page. You have to make it reciprocal in order for it to work at all. But
I see.
My promise to everybody that joins the network with their business is that I'm not going to promote the network on their business page. That's not part of what we do. The point of the network is for you to promote on my page. If you take a look on the network's page, which is the network MMA, basically because I had to do something other than just the network, and I believe it was Market Management Associate is what I went with, MMA. So if you go to the network MMA, you will find there's posts by Dawn of Adventures, because Dawn of Adventures does weekly posts, and they cross promote onto our page. They cross post onto our page all the time, every week. And any business that can do that. If Bones Apothecary, if they opened up cross posting and they decide they want to do a live video via Bones Apothecary and they wanted to cross post it onto the network, absolutely, don't care. she wants to, she sells kratom and other herbal remedies, and that's awesome. If Tori Vicky Wright from To Die For Creations wanted to cross post, I have no problems with anybody promoting their business themselves. I actually would prefer everybody to put their own face in front of their business. That's one of the things. Everyone gets real shy when it comes to talking about their own projects.
I have that in my notes right here for shy people. What would you tell somebody that's they don't know what to do? They're afraid to do a live video. I mean, a lot of people are camera shy. What would be alternatives that they might, bring some photos, some links together, and have a little help with that? I know that sometimes people have no idea, tech tards like myself.
Well, when a business joins a network, I ask them for media package. Give me photos of your stuff. Give me photos of what you do yourself. So you put your face on your business, because people don't really do business with a small business that doesn't have a face. As far as going live is concerned, the best remedy is just to do it. I mean, I am very camera shy. I don't know if you notice this, but I a lot on camera because I don't like being on camera. And this started last year, where I was going on camera every day during my lockdown. My what was it, 3 months of lockdown? Yeah. I was in front of the camera every day playing bass, doing these quarantine sessions, and that was just to get comfortable enough in front of the camera in order to be able to play for video review on Scott's Bass Lessons, where I further my bass education. But the whole thing is that if they are lost, if they go, oh, well, I don't know how to do a live, well, they can always come on a Feature Focus Friday, and I can literally walk them through talking about their own business, because that's what we do on Feature Focus Friday. I mean, sometimes it's just a hangout, like with Seth. it was just a big hangout. We were just sitting there bullshitting for like 2 hours. But 9 times out of 10, it's I keep the questions on point as far as about their business and about why they're in business, about how they feel their business fills the market. Fills a market need, and how to get in contact with them. And I get, if I get a media package from them, I put the images into the video themselves, so they can see, what it's like to have a non-polished but well thought out live, and and then just go with it. You have no choice. This is your success. I mean, I don't understand why some people get shy about sharing their success. I mean, there's a lot of that sentiment that, oh, you have to keep your moves secret. That's bullshit. That's failure talk right there. You want to fail at business, you keep your business a secret. If you want to succeed, you let everybody know. You get on top of the fucking mountain and you go, hey, this is what I'm doing, assholes. And then the haters can watch you succeed. And that's better. That's 10 times more gratifying, and that's a better use of your time than just trying to, keep things quiet and not make any waves. You're in business. Fuck you. You're supposed to make waves.
So now with the live videos, there's Facebook. It's like if Donna shows your the nightly through the week videos there in the on the network, it doesn't connect back into the original video that's going out, so it's like extra just on down the line. I think they ought to fix that. It probably ought to tie back in together. I think it's almost like a shared post. But
the problem is if it didn't work that way, it would get lost, because the way the Facebook algorithm works, and I learned this from someone who did some mentoring as far as network marketing is concerned. The way Facebook's algorithm works is that you have 15 minutes on your post, and that's it. And then done. It's in the memory hole. No one's ever going to see it again. that's the reason why you'll always see reposts of stuff from the network, because I have an automated reposter that reposts stuff to put other people's businesses out there in front of everybody on a periodic basis. I don't, it's not like every day I'm reposting 14 posts a day, but every day I'm posting. But every day there is one post that's going out automated from CoSchedule, and it's either featuring the Sacred Agora, which is my own project, or ILMT, which is my own project, or HHD Guitars, which is Donna and my project, or it's Lunar Lathers Apothecary, which is a good friend of mine, Tara. Her soap business, all that, those things, they all come up, and I have not only the network attached to that, but I have Bard and Broad attached to that. I have my Twitter accounts attached to that as well. So there's a backlog of posts, and based on how well they were received is how often they get seen again, because after about 15 minutes, it's gone, and no one's ever gonna find it unless they're actively seeking on your page to find it. It's the reason why I am also involved in Pinterest, because Pinterest has a lot more longevity. It's why I tell people you have to get your own digital real estate, because your website is permanent. Period. It's a forever thing. It will always be relevant for.
As long as you keep paying, every year.
The network's WordPress site is free. I don't pay a cent for the network's WordPress site.
Yeah.
And as long as you keep posting, it keeps showing up in the searches, and that's it. You keep a schedule of posting. Try to post once a week, and every week you'll get people hitting on that site. And then as far as making sales is you just have to make sure that funnels into your sales page. And your sales page, well, that's okay. Go ahead.
And who are these people? Because a lot of people think, oh, well, I don't have nothing. Even if you're doing something very small, my friends here, Half Moon Arkansas Outfitters, both of the girls are real shy. I can't get them to come on to do this. And trying to even talk to them is people just don't know what to do. But who are these people? Artists and craftsmen, musicians, anybody that wants to just get out there, even if they're not for profit, I would say, right? Or just somebody not selling something specifically except for their ideas or their music, let's say.
All right. Well, here's a perfect example. There's a kid who I used to work with named Diego. He goes by the tagline Orange Samurai D. He basically is a content creator. He plays video games. He streams video games online. He doesn't get paid by the people that he streams in front of. He gets paid by ad sales. So as long as people are watching, the more people watching, the better. He gets paid. That's the YouTube content creator. The partnership program is based on the same thing. If your videos gets hits, if you get view time, you have enough subscribers, you get paid by YouTube for ad space, and there's no bones about it. They have no qualms about paying people out. This chick who just started a channel like a month ago got a $1,600 paycheck, and that's a month. That's just for 1 month. And if she keeps up her content and she keeps up her views, that's something that's gonna just keep coming. And
that's really hard to do. Yeah. Isn't it? I mean, YouTube, it's like you got to have so many subscribers, so many out of view. And unless you got a real good niche, or
that's the whole thing. You have to have the catch. You have to have a hook.
Every time. That's the right. It's hard. Hard for a fat ball man. That's just gonna tell you.
I've had no bones about it. I've said it here on on the live. You have an OnlyFans page? Come, tell everybody. Get yourself some subscribers. I don't care. Whatever you got to do to make money is what's important. You know, it's not about what anyone thinks ethically of your choices. I don't give a shit what other people think of people's choices. If I thought that I could run around in a fucking Speedo and film it and get paid, I'd be in a Speedo right now getting paid. I don't have any qualms. All right. No one's paying you, Vinny.
I'll do it for nothing.
But that's the whole thing is artists, whatever type of art that you do, performance art, physical art, digital art, musicians, whether you're someone who busks on the side of the road and you can't do that anymore, and you're looking to get a paycheck. Well, that's it. You know, you have to move on to the digital format. I have an answer for you. I can absolutely promote you, and I can absolutely give you a platform to post your music. You know, Craftsman. What is Leah Dunbar Clark's the Clark Farm? The Clark Farm. They make wooden fine wooden cutting boards and stuff like that, and all sorts of like farm crafts, and they sell those. We promote them. We have a guy who's a fire dancer. He literally, you hire him to come to your party, and he dances while swinging fire around him. Whatever it takes to survive, because at this point, after 2020, whatever it takes to survive is what's important. Everything else is nonsense. Oh, the having pride about how I'm going to make money is ridiculous at this point.
There's so many ways.
That's right. There's so many ways, you know, and I have zero problems with promoting anybody who's trying to survive without, you know, taking handouts.
And speaking of which, I've got the only shirt, the 4321. I survived another apocalypse.
Yes, you do. You are the only
Thank
owner
you.
of that shirt.
I wore it out.
I was going to get a sample, but then I was like, nah, I'm not even going to bother getting a sample. Whoever buys these shirts, they're going to be the only people who have them, including me. I'm not going to have one.
I wore it out public this week, and it is a conversation starter.
Yeah.
And that's what we do a lot of times is that opening. A guy with a mask and an eye patch I've seen this week. Boy, that was a conversation starter. I said, you ain't got much left on your face. Yeah. He went blind after taking the Moderna virus first round of that is what he told me. So
Wow.
a lot on that. But that's way off topic, I guess. So let's come back in and say, who should be a part of the network, and how can one participate? And we'll wind down here on the way out of connecting voices here, and to get your voice heard. Come along. Every little bit helps, right? There's a lot of work involved in sharing yourself out here and your product and what you're doing. So who should participate, and how can they get involved, Harry?
Well, everyone. If you own a business, if you own content creation, if you're doing content creation, if you have a service, you should be part of the network. It's as long as you're like an independent owner. I mean, I'm not asking Walmart to come to fucking the network. They can kiss my ass. They made billions of fucking dollars over this whole fucking lockdown situation. They can suck my balls. So
I gave them a 1 star on their review. Yeah, they changed up all my gear. All self checkout now, except for one little skinny line over here with 2 checkers, but only one working, and a conveyor belt about this long. Yeah, with Humana Insurance, they've connected all this stuff that you can't go to the small store in town. All these over the counter card and the food part of it. Got to do your business with Walmart. It's a big part of the conspiracy. And as a little person, that's what you're trying to promote, is that small person. and get them out.
It's basically the only real requirement is that you're basically individually owned. The person who's coming to the network physically owns the business, and it's not some sort of multi-million-dollar mega corporation. Outside of that, anybody, and even if you don't have a business, this is the other thing, is that the network isn't only about connecting businesses; it's about connecting businesses to people. So if you are a person who is a consumer, like a net consumer of goods, being there is also helpful, because then you're another set of eyes that someone's product is getting to. And if you like their product, then you're sharing that product with your people. That's how this works. It's a completely, what is the word I'm looking for? Dispersed network, where basically every person that's involved with the network is a node for every person that's involved with the network. So if I have 100 businesses and there's 1,000 people in the network, and we don't have those numbers, but if there's 100 businesses and there's 1,000 people in the network, those 100 businesses are getting exposed to 1,000 people's worth of friends lists potentially. So, that's 5 million people.
And again, at no cost, right?
Yeah,
at no cost. As time. Free is supposed to be one of the biggest selling words there ever is, but as we started out, you was telling us that was throwing people off. It's almost where people leave that as a trick anymore. But
the problem is that when people see the word free, they think I'm getting shit, because that's what they're used to getting. They're used to getting when something has no cost to it, when they don't have to pay for it at all, they don't value it, and there's truth to that. So changing the word around from free, something that you're not paying for, to at no cost, meaning that someone's paying for it, it's just not you. And technically that's true, because I'm paying for it. I basically spend my time, my effort. In the case of the apps that I use, I'm spending money. I spend money on StreamYard. I spend money on in order to multicast across platforms. I spend money on StreamYard. In order to multicast, manage all of my social media accounts between all of the businesses and everything, I use CoSchedule, and I pay for that. So there are costs to doing this. But they're my costs. They're not your costs. They're not anyone involved with the network's costs, and I don't charge people anything for that. Do I ask people to buy my shit? Yes, incessantly, because when people buy my shit, it makes my costs go down. But at no point in time am I free of costs myself. I just don't transfer those costs onto the network members. Those people, they need their money. That was the whole point of making the network, is to help people make money and to not take it from them. Facebook. Promote them. Facebook can promote you too, but you got to spend $5 every X amount of days to do it, and it's still shitty. I know I paid for Facebook promotion when I was writing, and it didn't work out too well for me, because I didn't make any royalties those years. so there's that. Facebook.
I've got to put Facebook down along with Walmart too. I bought 2 things off there, and I looked so close at these ads right there, because it's one of those too good to be true things. And it turns out it was. I get a thermometer. I ain't sure what I'm supposed to do with that. And a mouse, and not the cute little tail. I don't trust fact checking on their ads, shame on the corporations. And that's why the network is so important.
Hey, James is actually asking a question. So I put this little banner up. So down here, you can see that's the website where we do our sales from. What's our shit? Our shit's a ton of apparel, merchandise, some of Donna's artwork. You can get prints of her artwork there. You can buy shirts like this, supporting
High HD.
Our businesses. We have one for the network. We have one for the Comfortable Eyes podcast, which will start back up, I think, in like June. For ILMT, the Indie Learning Music Tutor, which teaches people music, and we have like these new lines of stuff. Decriminalize liberty and the tit tease. Donna, the tit tease. Would you like to tell everyone about the tit tease?
My lovely line of tit tease is featuring taxation is death.
There you go. So there you go. Yesterday was tax day for everybody, I guess.
Yeah.
I handle all that stuff in January, man. It's my money. I want it then.
Hey, we've come up to a half hour. You know what? I pushed the button. Buttons will be the death of me, I'm sure. Stupid clown. Oh, that's a different button. Never mind. I started my recording, and not sure if I can just go with no audio and publish this, and then because I wanted to refer it back to the video here, anyways, at YouTube. So that's probably what I'll do. And again, here this has been a Feature Focus Friday, and the State of the Network with Harry and Donna and myself, Vincent. Great thing that's going on, and for me, so frustrating. I understand your pain. What is most important, it seems like, gets the least attention by other people. So when you're trying to help somebody, sometimes it's like, I don't know, banging your head on a wall. It seems like sometimes.
Usually,
on your
that's
efforts and success, and yeah. So I just wanted to be a part of this and promoting y'all's efforts, and so much that you're doing, Donna, in our art. Incredible artists. I'm just so impressed with what you do. And Harry, you're so hardworking. You've come a long way since when you first starting out in your ease of speaking, and your ball head is not a distraction. It's actually I love it. Well, thanks, you guys, and I guess I'll wrap this up here on my end. I'll let you sign out. Tell everybody one more time how to get back there and find you for the network on WordPress and Facebook, Twitter,
right?
All kinds of places, Pinterest, and right.
Right. As far as WordPress is concerned, this is the WordPress site, the networkmma.wordpress.com. It is absolutely a free WordPress site. You can also, the Network MMA, if you search that on Facebook, you will find the network on Facebook. As far as finding us on Pinterest, just look up any of our projects, the network, Van Meter Design Studios, ILMT, any of those things will yield a response from us on Pinterest. Or just take a picture from, because this is a really cool Pinterest feature, take a picture from our Shopify store right here, that place, the Sacred Agora. Take any one of those pictures and search for it in Pinterest, and it will bring up everything involved with us. So there's that. That's how you can find us. That's how you can get a hold of us, and all that type of good stuff.
Cool stuff. Well, thanks, Harry and Donna. Thanks, everybody over at Real Liberty Media who's listening in right now.
Thank you.
I'm not sure how many's on the YouTube. I had to kill that off. Yeah, I could have, I guess, opened that up and been involved with the chat over there on mute. But like I said, I started recording late. I think I'm just going to publish with the referral back here to YouTube. Thanks again, Donna, Harry, everybody here at Real Liberty Media, and everybody listening downline. Hopefully, Facebook and Twitter, you'll come back in. I've got I shared a couple of links over there for this, and that's what I got. And thank you over at for listening to at Politics 360.
Thank you very much. All right, so bye, everybody. We're gonna play some music now. All right.
Outro.
enjoy the outro, and I guess we'll see you tomorrow for Board and Broad for Rocksmith. I won't sleep through it this time, I promise.